Sup guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've had a lot of people asking me recently, what have I been doing for my strength training leading up to this 5K? And I've been spending a hell of a lot of time with Hayden here at Dosi Dynamics, and he's been pretty much programming everything that I've been doing in the gym for the last 2 months, I reckon. And I thought that we would jump in the gym today, get the cameras, and I would give Hayden the chance to explain what I've been doing, as I reckon I would absolutely butcher it. So we're just going to pretty much be taking the camera around through a regular session that we've been doing week to week. It is Melbourne Marathon race week, so it's going to be a bit of a taper session we're going to be going through today. But what have we been pretty much focusing on for the last 8 weeks?
So basically, I specialise in corrective exercise, so supporting Dave's muscle length tensions. And when I say that, it's a fancy word, but essentially the impact on his joints that the muscles have. So I measure up the body and find basically what imbalances, what structural imbalances Dave has, and then correct them through a series of specific targeted movements. So it's a pretty unique service. There's not many out there like this, but what I find is through trigger and release and through supporting Dave in his long marathons, we need to get in some good quality exercise. So just having good intention behind the exercise and making sure that it's very specific to what he needs for his individual body. He's a very strength-based athlete, so identifying those little things and then working towards just making him perform better.
See, this is exactly why I wanted Hayden to come in and explain that, because there's no way I would have been able to say that as beautifully as you just did then. So what are we going to be going through today?
Today we'll do just again, like an easy session, just opening up the body, making sure that you're looking pretty sharp for the weekend, getting in alignment, still targeted to those things that we know. Like with Dave's assessment, I found little insights and specifics that we'll work on that's relative to you. So yeah, just going through the session nice and easy, making sure that's all dialed in and sharp for the weekend.
All right, let's do it. Let's get ready for Melbourne.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hopping up on the table. Okay. Let's just do a few little measurements, laying on your back. So we're going to get into just checking the hamstring ranges, because this is a pretty key element of Dave. So knowing Dave's angle of his hip here relative to his spine is probably at around 90 degrees. Usually I would measure this to see where he's at, but his range is feeling pretty good today. So optimal is around that 90 degrees. You can imagine we had a line here. We'd look at about 90 degrees range there. So looking pretty good. He's been doing his homework, obviously, which is good to see. Subtle bit of difference here on this side and the right, which is pretty common for Dave, because we do right, left, right sets pretty often with him, particularly in targeting the release. So that's a good insight, like straight away. That's just my feeling based on my experience with Dave. We can measure that again, but I know for a fact that Dave's right hamstring's always tighter. So we're consistently dosing the sets of right, left, right, which makes a big difference for an athlete or someone like him, because there's no point in giving him even sets when he needs more on his right. More work on his right and less on his left. So that's targeted trigger and release, just to bring out some of the tension. So more so at the hip on this side, which we know because when we do Dave's corrective exercise, we might do trigger and release to help support this hamstring on right, left, right, but we usually do left, right, left sets in exercise. So getting specific with what his body needs is the beauty of why we do corrective exercise, and not just guess. Assess and then prescribe from there.
Yeah, when you first explained that, it made so much sense, Yeah, it was one of those light bulb. Yeah, you're like, oh. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah, for sure.
Lastly, I want to check his hip flexors. So coming down, I'm gonna just ask him to, we'll check the adductors first and then the psoas, but I'm gonna ask him to press into my hand and just feel how much tension you can relax your head. Nice, right mate, press into my hand here. He's pretty good on this right, pretty strong. And then go again, let's see how the left side. So the left's feeling pretty even. Probably in the initial stages, the right's probably a bit more switched on. The adductors are working fine. Now we're gonna check his psoas, so we need to open the leg here to make sure that the psoas is open as it comes and attaches to his main femur here. This is the one that lifts your leg up. It's a really crucial test, and he's going to drag his heel to his opposite shoulder. So I'm going to ask him to resist me. So Dave, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up. You're pretty strong on the right, feeling good. Ready and go. So yeah, a little bit weaker here on that side. So again, a key little element for Dave. He'll find that sometimes when you have left hip flexor issues, a lot of the time the right hamstring overworks, so that left hip flexor can be contributing to his right hamstring tension. So balancing this out is a good story, but we'll have to look at the way he like even stabilizes his trunk. So when we did the initial test with Dave as well, he's got a bit of obliquity, so he just kind of shifts his hips, which works his glutes a lot. And so working on some good deep core stability here in coordination with his hamstrings and hip flexors kind of brings all the pieces of the puzzles together. So that's why it's fun to be more targeted and specific to each individual need. Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. This is Dave's favorite part of the sessions. We're gonna hit the lats. So coming onto your side, yeah, coming out, making sure we bring this arm nice and open, yeah. And I'm gonna work through that lats nice. Exactly as you are. And then Dave's just gonna scan for those tights or little pockets of tissue that might hold tension. And if he finds one, I'm also gonna ask him to open out his arm, so thumb rotates to me, yeah, and screws his bicep, yeah, nice. And then he closes it back down and he screws it open, because the lats come and attach to the front of the humerus here. So if we open that up, it just adds additional length through the lats and glide. So he's gonna spend 90 seconds here. So just like I said before with Dave, getting those key, big, dominant muscles to just relax a little bit, so softening, not doing as much as the work, allows all the other little stabilizing muscles to switch on. So doing some targeted release, like on the lats, quads, hammies, all those things will help big time when it comes to supporting Dave's activations as we go through the exercise. He doesn't know that's happening, he just sits in the pain chamber, but on a deeper layer, he's hitting and opening up that fascia and shutting down the big muscles. So the other ones can do a bit of the work. And it feels good. It's at the start, like Dave was literally, he was like crying the first session. Yeah. I think he almost quit. Like I was dead set. I looked at him and he was like, I don't even know why I'm here. And now he's still here, he's back. Cool, bro. Let's head on to quads. Opening up the quads, 90 seconds. And the reason why we spend 90 seconds is some good studies and good research into that's the minimum amount of time that creates blood flow and hydration in the fascia. So yeah, 90 seconds is kind of the minimum standard, I would say. Sorry, gold standard would be well beyond that. But yeah, we spend 90 seconds opening it up.
How long do you go?
Sure. Usually like 3 minutes, yeah. 3 to 5 minutes each spot. I literally went and did maybe an hour 15 this morning. Felt good. So yeah. So head on to the glutes, on the outside of the hip. Yeah. Nice, you got it. Yeah. How are they feeling? It's getting better? Yeah, it's good, hey. Yeah. You can never not do it. Just always do it.
Yeah.
Just always open up. And stack the rib cage over the pelvis rather than stretching out of form. Tall, relax shoulders, don't let the upper traps dominate. Come out with this leg, land in front. And then from there, we're just gonna think tall from this left quad or right quad, whatever side. We're actually gonna do right, left, right for you again. So right quad's traditionally tighter. So we'll start on the right, left, right, and thinking tall, nice and stacked, opening up the front of this hip. And we're putting tension through from the shin all the way up this line, breathing and opening the hip. Yep, staying sturdy, connected in this left foot though. Nice. At the same time. Cool. Chest up, tall. Forward. At the back of your neck. Then from there, we're going to open this leg out to the side, land in front. Happy for this, we're going to do both sides anyway. Nice. Last one, breathing in. Open, rotate, back down. Perfect. That's it, rotate through the rib cage. Nice, bro. Good mobility. Sticking your butt out, I want you to come up long through the hamstring, sticking your hips high, pressing from the shoulders. I'm going to rep this out for around 12 to 16 reps. Just flowing. Go again. Yep, that's better. Nice. Flowing with it. Yep. Back. Nice. Yep, looking good. 3. We'll finish with a big bang exercise. We're going to do wood chop, reverse wood chop. Yes. Thing, coming out, lunging, rotating to the side. On the main phase here is in the toe off. So through this, coming and landing slowly, Just gonna go up and back, nice and light. Just do some volume. So we literally just do like timed minute 30 reps basically. Driving, pushing the band out to the side, rotating back down. Nice and easy. Eyes stay level, but the rib cage and the body does the rotation. Nice. Easy. Well done, my man. Solid.
Got it done. Got it done.
Hopefully it didn't burn you out too much.
No.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Simple, effective exercises.
Yeah, feeling good.
Love it.
Oh, thanks so much for taking me through the session today, bro.
Welcome, my man.
It's been good. Hopefully
Enjoyed.
it's been some good content for the viewers. But
Yeah.
I've always found it interesting just seeing the behind the scenes of what goes on in the gym, and
Yeah.
it's good to actually know why we do things as well.
A lot of info there, so if you're a bit lost, then
Yeah.
sorry, not sorry, but yeah.
No, I'm sure there's people out there that love all the details.
Yeah,
so.
exactly, brother.
Yeah, sweet
Profit.
as.
Sick,
All right,
man.
well, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to like this video and subscribe, that'd be amazing. But I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.